everyone, and I hope you all are having a blessed day. This is your author, Sheila D., and today I'm going to talk to you about steps that I took to self-publish my book. And I'm going to be reading from my computer screen, so bear with me. I just did a couple of bullet points, and I just want to make sure I cover everything. First of all, this is my book, and it's called A Broken Child Saved by God's Grace. So I'm just going to talk to you from the beginning to the end on how I was able to self-publish my book through createspace.com. Okay, so the first thing I did, of course, was wrote the book, and then I edited the book to the best of my ability. And just to let you know that you're going to be editing this book all the way up until the very last minute. It just depends on, you know, if you need to make changes, but just expect to continuously edit your book to the best of your ability up until the very end. The next bullet point that I have, you definitely want to hire a professional editor. I don't care if you're an English teacher, you still want to hire a professional editor. And then next, I bought my ISBN number plus my barcode. I bought them together as a package through Bowker.com. That's capital B as in boy, OWKER.com. I will post that information down below in the description box. The next step, I made the changes that the professional editor recommended. Just remember that you don't have to accept their changes. You know, they're there to help you. But I would recommend that you of course, read your book from beginning to end. And if you do like their changes, then accept their changes and move forward. The next step would be to get your book formatted. In my case, I hired the same person that did my editing to format my book for me. After that, I hired a book designer. You can design your own book, their book cover. I meant to say book cover, not book designer, but book cover designer. And there are different programs out there that will allow you to do your own. But I wanted my book cover to be what I would consider more higher quality or high quality. So I went with a professional company. And the name of that company is CTS Graphic Designs. That's C as in cat, T as in Tom, S as in Sam. Graphic Designs. I will also put their website link down below. And then I went ahead and created my account with CreateSpace for self-publishing, and I went through the process. Now, that process can be very frustrating because even though you've had someone to format your book, you're going to be formatting this book by yourself in some cases, depending on what you want your book to look like. In my case, I wanted every chapter, basically every title, everything to start on the right-hand side of the book. So when the reader flips the page, they can just start reading right on the right-hand side. So I had to format that, which, like I stated, was very frustrating at times. So it's just a matter of knowing the difference between section breaks and page breaks. That helps a lot. And remember, you can Google almost anything. So Google will help you because it helped me get through a lot of the frustration, so to speak. It showed me how to do things properly. And also, you're going to be formatting it because you're going to be choosing your page number style. With me, I have my page numbers and I have a little design on each side of it. Also, under each of my chapter titles, I have a little design. So, you know, all that stuff you're going to be formatting on your own once you get your manuscript/book back from the editor. I mean, if you know how to do all of this yourself, then great, you know, as far as, you know, you're a professional editor and all of that. But I needed a lot of help, so I'll just say that. And then once you go through that process and you get everything the way you want it, you want to make sure you do everything correctly on your Word document. And then you want to transfer or convert that to a PDF file before you upload it in CreateSpace. And what I like about CreateSpace, and I'm sure this is probably the case with a lot of other self-publishing companies, but CreateSpace is the only one that I've dealt with, so I'm going to speak on CreateSpace. They will catch errors. They will catch everything, which is really good for you because you don't want to approve your book and have it out there and it's not correct as far as grammar, any type of errors, anything outside of the margins, all of that. You want CreateSpace to catch that. You want to be able to fix that before you approve your book. So, and then once you get everything the way you want it in CreateSpace, you've uploaded your cover, your book cover, you uploaded your manuscript, which is your writing, your book, your book, the meat of your book. Once you've uploaded all of that and you go through and CreateSpace says, we haven't found any errors. So that's just telling you that you can move forward. And then once you move forward, you just want to make sure, and whenever you make changes, you do have to send it back through for a review. And that's really to help you. So just look at it that way. Don't get frustrated to the point where you want to quit. Because trust me, I did want to quit, but I was determined to keep going. So that's what I did, and I'm finally at the end. And then once you get through the process, you want to go ahead and order your proof copies. Now, you do have the option to look at your book online. You can proofread it, see the proof copy online, which I would recommend that you do as well. But I strongly recommend that you request a proof copy via mail so that you'll have a hard copy of your book so that you can really see what it looks like before the readers actually purchase the book. You'll see exactly what they're going to get. And but proofread it online first. That way you can see or try to catch any errors or things that you want to change before you submit the proof for the proof copy. Because once you submit for the proof copy, you can't touch anything. You can't go in. Excuse me, my thing just came loose. That was strange. But you can't proof copy. I mean, you can't change anything while it's in review. So just remember that. But if you can catch any errors before you submit it for review, that would be great. That way you can just go back and change it. And I can't tell you how many times I've changed things. And let me just tell you, it was a while before I actually submitted for my proof copy. But then once you do that, you will get your proof copy in the mail and you can see exactly what it looks like. And again, this is my book, and it's called A Broken Child Saved by God's Grace. It looks exactly how I want it to look, and this is what the reader will receive in the mail if they order the paperback. And I also have the Kindle version, which you can order as well. Right now, it's in the pre-order stage, so you can go ahead and pre-order. My release date is July 21st, 2018. So, and then after you do that and everything looks the way you want it to look, still do not hit that approve button, because when if you decide to do pre-orders, you can't proof your book until the day before your release date. So, and online, I saw that it was recommended like 4 hours before. So I'm going to kind of play it safe, maybe do it 5 or 6 hours before. So my release date is the 21st. So I will be approving my book through CreateSpace on the 20th, July 20th. So, and then also, you definitely want to register your book for copyrights. And you want to do that through copyright.gov. I'll also list that below. You want to register your work. I mean, technically, once you start writing your work, it's copyrighted. But if someone steals your work, you want to have it registered with copyright.gov. That way you can sue them. You can go after them for whatever they're doing as it regards to your book. So, I mean, you worked hard for it. don't just give it away. So I would strongly recommend you register your work for copyrights at copyright.gov. And then, I've already kind of spoken on pre-orders, but you want to set your book up for pre-ordering through Amazon and Kindle. That's if you choose to now. You don't have to. But this is supposed to boost your sales on your book. And so you go ahead and set all of that up. Kindle is pretty easy to set it up. But on Amazon, which you'll have to go through Amazon Advantage, to me it was a little difficult to set up. So I kind of Googled a lot of stuff and just kind of went step by step and really took my time to get that done. So it took a little while. But Kindle to me was pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. And also, of course, when you're doing pre-orders, you set it for a future date, a future release date. So I think I did my pre-orders, I set them up on July 7th. And like I stated before, my release date is July 21st. Okay. And then once it gets closer, like I said, the day before your release date, that's when you want to approve. You want to click on that approve button through Create Space, which, it's at that point, once you hit that approve button, you cannot make any changes. The only way you can make changes on that very same book is you would have to go out and purchase another ISBN number plus barcode. And I'm not really sure how all that works because I don't plan to go through it. Again, you want to hit the approve button maybe, I'll say 4 to 6 hours before your release date. So keep that in mind. And then your book will then be truly published. And those are the steps that I took to self-publish my book. And you don't have to do it this way. You don't even have to do it in this order. This is I just wanted to share with you my experience with self-publishing. As far as, I'm going to do a video later on about self-promotion or self-promoting, because that's a little rough. But I will definitely do that. Self-publishing is definitely easier. Well, I wouldn't say easier. I meant to say cheaper. It's a lot cheaper, less expensive than going through a publishing company. But it's up to you how you want to do it. I chose to self-publish my book, and this is my book. Okay? If you will, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me the thumbs up. And also, you can click on the post notification bell. That will let you know every time I post a new video. I would like to thank you so much for watching. You all have a blessed day. Thank you.
Touch ribbon, J-Moss, come on, yes.